Hi, my name is Valerie Soberon, and I am in support of the Florida House Bill 19, which will strengthen domestic violence response. A short overview of the bill. This bill proposes creating the Haven Coordinating Council, and it's under the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. It seeks to address Florida's fragmented domestic violence response system, aims to improve coordination between law enforcement, shelters, legal aid, and service providers. And it focuses on prevention, education, and survivor-centered services. So basically what it's doing is helping fix the broken system that we have for domestic violence survivors. When someone is called in as a domestic violence situation, there aren't a lot of resources, and some of the resources are outdated, and people tend to fall through the cracks. Here are some numbers that just show that this really is a problem. Well, we know domestic violence is a problem, but here are some of the numbers. So there were over 105,000 domestic violence offenses reported in Florida just in 2022. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 10 men experience intimate partner violence annually, nationally. Many survivors face inconsistent service access, so legal support, protection, things like that. It's very inconsistent. Rural and under-resourced areas in Florida lack basic services, and the current system lacks statewide coordination. So what we're asking for is for the support of our legislators for the Florida bill. We're asking for full funding for the Haven Coordinating Council, policy implementation in 2025 to begin bridging statewide service gaps, and commitment to survivor-centered trauma-informed domestic violence prevention. So some ways that we can turn this policy into action is by appointing regional council representatives, survivors, advocates, service providers, develop standardized trauma-informed protocols and training, create a centralized resource system, fund community-based services and outreach efforts, and monitor outcomes and report progress biannually. Some of the ways that we will find funding or will request funding is through Federal Victims of Crime Act, the VOCA grants, Florida State General Revenue allocations, private foundations, and public-private partnerships, and possible matching grant programs to support local agencies. And why HB 19 matters is survivors deserve consistent, accessible, and coordinated support. HB 19 represents a long-term investment in safety and prevention. And passing this bill would help reduce trauma, improve recovery, and create safer communities across Florida.